Could we talk about sobriety or no?
What?
Sobriety?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, because as long as I've known you, you've been in and out, right, of it?
Well, I started going into recovery in 1996. And then I was really in it for a long time. And then I went out for like 13 years.
Wow.
So it's a miracle that I am sober now. But it's just, it didn't really it didn't occur to me like that it could be a problem. But the thing about I have a long history of it in my family. There's a lot of people who have really bad depression and who have really bad alcoholism. And none of them sought any treatment. Most of them just died from it.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like I didn't have a precedent within my family to seek real help.
Yeah.
But this last time, I had real help, and that was really good. So I think...
Well, 7 years ago, you mean?
Yeah, 7 years ago.
Did it get bad?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So I think it was really... and it's hard to tell if it gets bad because it's like we live... The way that comics live is a kind of like eternal child anyway. Like we really don't have to work that hard or do anything.
I know.
For most of the time.
I know. I feel bad about it.
It's kind of like...
I feel bad.
But it's almost like that's the problem, too, is that we have all of this money and then all of this time to sort of do whatever.
Yeah.
And then you can become very destructive with that.
Yeah. I mean, I've been like last night. Sunday night. I was like, I got nothing to do. I'm just gonna play Elden Ring all day. But then around 5, I knew that there was a meeting, and in Beverly Hills. I'm like, and I didn't even think about it. I just kind of got up, grabbed my keys, and I went.
Oh, good.
Because
That's
I just
good.
need to do it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because
Yeah.
I can't afford to go back out. And it's one of those feelings where it's like, if I get into the mind frame of like, I can just go tomorrow, I'm fucked. So I just go. You know what I mean? And I generally, the meeting was weird. But still, I'm always going, I'm glad I'm here.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
It's cool. Do you do meetings still or no?
I just go, well, I have my regular clubhouse, and then I go to very specific ones online.
Oh, I see.
So, and then, but I have a great time with them. I really love them.
But also, it's like, I have to understand that all this is what I do for a living. It isn't who I am. But for many years, if this wasn't going well, it would dictate how I felt about myself and how I looked at the world. I would drive down 10 years ago, I would drive down a sunset and see my friend on a billboard. And instead of being happy for the person, there was always like, how come I can't get it? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It came back
yeah.
to me.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can't live like that.
No.
Yeah. And so I've had to change my whole thing and realize that, my sobriety and my family and my friends come first.
Yeah.
This is what I do for a living. And if this disappears, it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But it's so hard when you're, because this has been our whole lives.
Our whole lives.
Yeah.
But it's also, the thing about it is that this isn't really what makes us happy. What makes us happy is a spiritual life. And that's it's got to be about. And then all this other stuff, this is just fun. Allow it to be fun.
Yeah.
And allow it not to get too upset about it and to think it has to be a certain way.
Yeah.
Because we don't know how it's supposed to be.
Yeah. And also, and I disagree with a lot of people about this, but it's like, I don't know how you feel about it, but I believe things just happen the way they're supposed to happen.
Yeah, they do.
And it's not out of my control.
It is. It's totally out of anybody's control.
Yeah, to control Hollywood is insane. There's no way to do it. There's no rhyme or reason.
Yeah.
It's chaos almost.
Well, to control anything.
Oh, you have to
It's
control.
really to control it. This is the second time I've seen your dad in a month.
Oh, you saw my brother, the other half of my dad.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, hey.
Yeah.
Hey, it's nice to see you. I saw half of you a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. So you saw half my dad at my brother's house.
Yeah, and I just like, oh shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Yeah,
when I was there, I was like, oh, I wonder if Bobby got